Good evening guys, hello and welcome back once again. It's almost 5 to 8, which can only mean one thing. We're back here with another round of Monday evening racing with me, boy Vexed, is Vexman, and the Tier 1 drivers from the Aero League Racing's Gt7 Championship. This obviously is season 18. We're now into week 4, so we're in round 4. We're this week at Baaaathhurst. So obviously at the top of the standings still, we have Zico in first place with 84 points. BX Royal now hot on his heels with 80 points. Actually tied with third place Racing Green, also on 80 points. We've got Alessandro in fourth place with 67 points. We've got Yannick in fifth with 62. Viking Dog is in sixth place at the moment with 59 points. And we've got Capel in seventh with 57. Kellen is in eighth with 48. We've got CMP in ninth with 44. Autoration in 10th with 27 points. Astro is in 11th place with 24. We've got Anonyma in 12th with 21 points. Perry's in 13th with 18. We've got Polito in 14th with 16 points. Then we've got Tintin in 15th with 15 points. And in 16th place, Catfish. And 17th place at the moment, Matty. So yeah, this week we are at Baaaathhurst. We're currently on board with Viking Dog in this practice session. He's actually posted the fastest time at the moment in this practice session as he dips into the pits. So that's put Capel to the top of the board. So who have we got on the grid tonight? We've got Capel, we have Anonyma, we got CMP, Racing Green, Autoration was there, BX Royal as always, Capel, Kellen, sorry, Alessandro, Astro, Zico, Yannick, Viking Dog and Tintin. So possibly still waiting for two more drivers. Qualifying will commence around about 8 o'clock. So you've got 5 minutes to go and get a refreshment or a toilet break, whatever you should so choose to do. Or obviously you can stay with us. We're going to stay on board with Capel. Oh, Capel ditches it into the barrier just as we go on board. Who's that? Autoration actually just starting a lap pretty much. He's only into the second sector at the moment. He's on the ascension into the mountain now. The long climb. I think it's not going to phase the M6 too much. Bit of a beast when it comes to torque is the M6. The downhill, however, down here through Skyline, it could become a little bit skittish. Auto gets through there unscathed though. The car actually seems to be very planted through there, so GG's Auto. He's doing alright at the moment in that BMW M6. Not far off the pace at the moment, only 2 tenths off of BX Royal in this practice session. In fact, 2 tenths off of Capel. Capel actually fastest man on the board at the moment for 2:02.630. Our Canadian driver. Have we got any more guys turned? No, so we're still on 13 drivers at the moment. So BX Royal well and truly starting to challenge Zico at the top of the table. Zico, obviously your reigning Tier 1 champion. BX has also won it several times, and the returning Viking Dog, as have a few others. We'll just get my trusty screenshot back up. So obviously Team Mazda are currently in first place with 143 points, then Jaguar are in second with 101, tied with Lexus also on 101 points. Peugeot are in fourth place with 95. We've got the BMW guys in fifth place at the moment with 94 points. The Porsche 911 on 86 points. The McLarens are in seventh with 66. We've got the AMG20 in eighth place with 16. And then the Corvette, the Mitsubishi, the Hyundai and the Honda still yet to score any team points. And we've had a few different winners also so far this season. We've had Zico winning at the Nordschleife in week 2. BX Royal won the sprint in week 1. We had Racing Green won the feature last week. Alessandro won the sprint last week. Yannick won the feature in week 1. And Viking Dog took the win in the sprint in week 2. And I think that's been your winners so far this season. Zico's had 2 flying laps. BX Royal has had 1 flying lap, 2 poles. Alessandro with 1 pole. We've had Viking Dog also with 2 flying laps, or 2 fastest laps. Capel on 1 fastest lap. And that's your statistics coming into this round 4, which I think is going to be a bit of a spicy one. The Baaaathhurst Trial Mountain always throws up a few shenanigans, normally coming down through the mountain sector. Can be a little bit of a hard track to overtake on though as well. Only a few opportunities really to get a move done. So I think the guys are going to have to be pulling out the stops tonight to be able to get their moves, get them overtakes to stick, get them positions sewn up. But I think it is definitely going to be an interesting one for sure. So BX has actually managed to go fastest in this practice session, 2:02.564 there for BX Royal. Oh, we've got Iggy, so Iggy is in the building. Looks like Iggy's going to be racing this evening. What is Iggy in? Iggy is in the Mitsubishi, so Mitsubishi hopefully going to be picking up some points this evening. We haven't seen Iggy on track for a little while, so hopefully he doesn't need lubing up. Bit of rust in the old joints. And if you've only just joined us, welcome along. Hopefully you'll enjoy tonight's racing, and obviously hopefully we'll keep you entertained with the comms. BX has given us the message they're starting soon, so it looks like we may only have 14 drivers this evening. And Alessandro only 200ths off of BX's time at the moment, or off of whoever's ahead of him. That might not be off of BX's time, that might be off someone else's time. It must be off of Capel, maybe, I'm not too sure. His current fastest time, Alessandro at 2:02.987. And I know Alessandro said in the lobby that I joined previously, he asked if he was lagging. It doesn't look like you're lagging now, buddy, so yeah, hopefully things will be okay for this evening. So here we go, this is qualifying underway now. We'll go aboard BX as is tradition. In fact, we'll come back to BX, we'll go through the drivers and the cars. Obviously BX in the Jaguar. I think it's the F-Type. Racing Green obviously in the Peugeot, followed by Kellen there in the McLaren. We've got Alessandro in the BMW M6. We have Viking Dog in the Mazda RX Vision. Zico in the Mazda RX Vision also. We've got Auto Ration in the second of the 2 BMW M6. We've got Tintin in the I was going to say he's in the McLaren. He's actually in the Peugeot, not in the McLaren at all. Completely different car. Yannick in the Porsche. Then we have Capel and CMP in the Lexus, Iggy in the Mitsubishi Evo, Astro in the second of the 2 Porsches, and Anonyma in the second of the 2 Jaguar. So back on board with BX Royal as he comes down through Skyline now. It looked like he was very planted through there, so this could be a very strong race for the Jaguar and for BX Royal himself. He's only 4 points behind at the moment, Zico. And third place, Racing Green, actually tied with BX at the moment as well. So very, very, very close indeed in the top of the standings. And in fact, we'll have a quick look at the separations between points, just to give you an idea how close it is so far this season, as BX comes up to start his first flying lap. So yeah, just to give you a little bit of a rundown. So Zico obviously in first place, 84 points he has. BX Royal only 4 points behind. Racing Green tied with BX, and then the next closest person, Alessandro, only 13 points off of Racing Green. He's only 17 points off of the lead. So again, very close indeed. And then Yannick, only 5 points off of Alessandro. Viking Dog, only 3 points off of Yannick. Capel, only 2 points off of Viking Dog. And then Kellen, only 9 points behind Capel. CMP, only 4 points behind Kellen. And the biggest jump here is Auto Rotation on 70, so he's 17 points behind CMP. And then we have Astro on 3 points behind. Anonymous 3 points behind Astro. Perry 3 points behind Anonyma. And then Polito only 2 points behind Perry. And Tintin, there's only 1 point in it there between Tintin and Polito. So everything to play for still in this 4th round. Only just the halfway mark of the season. Oh, BX looks like he maybe got a little bit too much of the track limits through Skyline there. That's cost him 2 seconds. He doesn't want to try and do that in the race. That will well and truly hamper his race if he does do that, but he's going to end up having to ditch this lap. So Racing Green will of course be the first guy to come across the line and finish a fast lap, so he will surely be setting the standard, because that's well and truly killed BX's lap. Yeah, BX just getting out of the way there to allow Racing Green through. He knew he had superior pace coming down the straight there. Obviously having to scrub it off for his penalty was BX. So Racing Green is going to come across the line, and it's going to be a 2 minutes 2.8. So Kellen up into 2nd place. BX drop it down the order now. Alessandro up into provisional, 3rd, and then drop down to 4th by Kellen. Kellen goes into provisional 3rd, and then Zico into provisional 3rd place now. Only 900s between him and Racing Green. Oh, Racing Green! Oh my God! It's all changes at the top of the top of the timing boards. Viking Dog currently provisional pole with a 2:02.841. Racing Green only 400ths off of him at the moment. Then we have Zico currently provisional 3rd place, Kellen provisional 4th, Capel 5th. Very, very close indeed throughout the field as well. Alessandro currently provisional 6th, Auto Rotation on 7th, Yannick 8th, CMP 9th. Iggy only good enough for 10th at the moment for Iggy. Anonyma 11th, Astro 12th, Tintin 13th, and BX all the way down in 14th now. But we know BX has definitely got more in that car. He's actually just put in a purple sector, so maybe that's what he wanted to do. Try and create a bit of breathing space. In fact, Racing Green not too far ahead of him, so maybe he wants to try and pick up the slipstream of Racing Green up ahead, as he just grazed the wall on the exit there of Forest Elbow. That'll be a couple of hundredths. So BX now back past Racing Green, and this will be his first flying lap, or his first fast lap. So BX Royal, as he approaches the final turn now. Oh, he's actually into pits. Even though he was up, he was purple, he's decided to ditch that lap. He's gone into the pits. Viking Dog has stayed out. Will Viking Dog improve? The Viking Dog with a 2 minutes 2.780. So he does improve, but only by a 10th. Everybody else seemingly into the pits to take on a fresh set of boots. But a couple of people have stayed out. It looks like Capel has stayed out, or maybe he took on a fresh set of boots earlier. So here's some of the other guys filtering out of the pits. Zico now into the pits. So everyone else is pretty much going to be on an out lap. And BX Royal, yeah, he's on an out lap. So Viking Dog will, I would presume, come into the pits this time round. I don't see him improving on that same set of tyres. Looking very quick indeed though this evening is Viking Dong. Very nice tight line through the S's. We should be able to see when he comes across the next split whether he's still up or not. I missed the previous one. He's approaching it now. I think under the bridge, or just before the bridge. Yeah, there you go. So he's actually 1.6 seconds down. So I presume he's going to ditch this lap. He's going to take on a fresh set of tyres. Capel still out on a very heavily worn set of softs. Yeah, and he's actually 1/10 down there. He's getting the toe though from Tintin, but it's going to become a little bit congested coming into this final sector, this hard braking zone here for the left-hander. Yeah, I think you had to just back right out of that then. So Racing Green on an out lap. He'll be coming up to start a fast lap. He has got CMP behind. CMP! Oh, CMP actually into the back of Racing Green. What happened there? I don't think he actually meant to do that. I think he just outbraked himself. Welcome along, Ryan. Nice to have you on board, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, Racing Green, he looks like he's actually parked up at the side now. I'm not sure. I think he did want to get another lap in, but maybe he's thinking he hasn't got enough time now. Obviously with that damage. But we have got guys still out on flying laps, or on fast laps. We'll have a quick run down through the starting order as it is at the moment. Obviously still provisional positions, still just over 30 seconds left of qualifying. Viking Dog still on provisional pole with Capel starting in second, it looks like. Racing Green provisional third. Zico down to fourth, Auto down to fifth, Kellen sixth, Alessandro provisional seventh place, CMP eighth, Yannick 9th, Iggy still currently 10th, Anonyma 11th, Tintin in 12th, Astro 13th, BX still... yeah, but, well, BX was on for a lap, but then he seemed to ditch it. He ditched it for a fresh set of tyres, so I'm not sure if that's tactics coming into play there. Perhaps he's sandbagging a little bit, or maybe he wasn't. Perhaps this is going to be it, though. It's going to be the final lap for everybody now. We're going to have to find who is coming up to... Oh, there's people in the pits. The Viking Dog is coming through the final sector now. What is Viking Dog's final time going to be? Is on some very heavily worn softs. I don't know if he's going to be improving again. I thought he was going to go in and take on a fresh set. But he does improve. It's a 202.3. That puts him 4/10 ahead of Capel at the moment. That's a nice buffer he's got there. Zico is coming down through Forest Elbow. We've got to have other people coming across. So BX Royal at the end there manages to improve up into provisional second place, which shuffles Capel now down to third, Racing Green down to fourth. Zico, this is going to have to be a very good one for Zico. He's currently sat in provisional fifth place. Auto is there in sixth. We've got Alessandro seventh, Kellen provisional eighth, CMP 9th, Yannick 10th. Where did Iggy has improved up into 8th place, so that's dropped Kellen down to 9th, CMP 10th, Yannick 11th, Anonyma still on a lap as well. I think the positions are still going to be changing. The top three are still the same, so we have Viking Dog still on pole with BX there in second, Capel in third. Anonyma looking like he's going to be the last car to finish a lap, so will he improve? Come on, Anonyma. And no, he's actually 9/10 down on his time there, so it's going to be Viking Dog on pole with BX there in second, Capel would be third, Racing Green starts in fourth, Zico in fifth, Auto in sixth, Alessandro in seventh, Iggy will start in eighth, Kellen in ninth, Astro in 10th, CMP will start in 11th, Yannick in 12th, Anonyma 13th, and Tintin will start in 14th place. Well, that was it, guys. That was qualifying out of the way. We have got the first race of the evening coming up for you ever so shortly. It's going to be the sprint race. Obviously, grid start, as always. Wow, that was good, wasn't it? Welcome along, Ahmed. Nice to have you on board, mate. Long time no see. You still doing the esports? It'd be nice to see you back on track again, buddy. I know obviously work commitments and stuff.
Yes, I am.
Ah, wicked, mate. Nice. So this is it, guys. This will be the first race of the evening. So it says Viking Dogs in second place there. Wait, what? So the grid order somewhat skewed there. We know that Viking Dog is actually in pole position with BX there in second place. But BX actually taking the lead from the start, manages to seal it into turn one with Viking Dog there in the background. Who's that? Oh, but Racing Green. Racing Green gets shuffled out wide. He's getting shuffled down the order now, down to fifth, down to sixth place. Gapel still there in third. Zico now in fourth. We've got Auto with Tion now in fifth place. Racing Green and Alessandro having a bit of a drag race now. On the approach now to turn two. Oh, as Alessandro goes a little bit deep there. I'm not sure if there's some side-to-side contact. Racing Green finds himself back up into sixth now. So trying to get his head back into the race. He's lost a couple of positions. Alessandro seventh. Looking a little bit uncomfortable at the moment. Maybe with the cold, soft tyres. They will warm up soon. But managing to keep the rest of the pack behind him at the moment with CMP there. We have Kellen in ninth place. Iggy still there in 10th. Iggy looking like he's trying to get to grips with the Mitsubishi Evo. I think we may see some better pace. Maybe come the feature race. Obviously, being a very good endurance racer. Anonyma up to 11th place for Anonymous, a great start from him. Yannick in 12th place, Tintin 13th and Astro in 14th. So BX Royal still in the lead of the race as we come down the Conrad straight for the first time this evening. And the field actually looking fairly spread out at the moment. So BX has a 6 tenths buffer over Viking Dog at the moment, who has actually got 9 tenths over Capel back in third place. Capel actually dropping out of the slipstream now. I think he's actually getting challenged by Zico. Zico looking for a way past now. He's going to go around the outside, is he? Capel covers off the inside, maybe looking for the switchback. I think Zico got the better exit there. He's going to have the inside for turn one. Is he going to get the move done? Capel's going to hold it there around the outside. But he concedes eventually. Zico now up into third place. Capel's going to fight back though in that Lexus. He's well and truly tucked into that slipstream. He's going to try and get right up onto Zico's bumper. Zico's going to have to hold the inside all the way up to turn two. Moving over to take the race on the line now. Doesn't want to compromise himself too much. Still very good defending there. Very tactical defending from Zico. Capel unable to find a way past at the moment. We're going to go on board for just a second. Coming through this next sector here into the uphill. Look how close they get to that barrier on the left hand side there. Capel almost losing the wing mirror. But very, very consistent indeed between these two guys at the moment. Capel still unable to find an opportunity to be able to retake that position. Does close up, however, through Skyline, through the twisty S section, on the approach now to Forest Elbow. This one can be a very tricky turn. As you saw there, Zico almost lighting the rear tyres up. He got a little bit unsettled on the rear of that Mazda. Didn't actually cost him too much there though. Still 6 tenths ahead of Capel. Capel now with a nice buffer over Racing Green, who sat in 5th place. Racing Green with 1.5 seconds to make up, 1.5 seconds up ahead to Capel. Oh, gets it a little bit wrong there. I thought he was going to take thought he was going to go for a visit to the grass for a minute. You don't want to go off there on that grass. It takes almost a lifetime to come back. It looks like he's actually struggling under braking. Oh, did he? So Ryan says that Capel got a race win at the weekend in the lobby of esports. I think I saw that. I think I saw he was on for that. I think I jumped in on the live stream was it last night? I came in for a little while and Capel was actually leading. I think it was approaching. I think it was between lap 30 and lap 40. I think maybe 36. But yeah, GG's to Capel. So Capel definitely has... He's always had pace, hasn't he? I think maybe he's just found some consistency. He's just become a better driver than himself, not making as many mistakes anymore. Oh Christ, Ahmed says something big happened behind. Yeah, so we've been looking at the front here. We need to have a check-in and see what happened with everyone else. So CMP in a bit of no man's land at the moment. Currently in 6th place. We've got Yannick up to 7th now. Iggy up to 8th. Anonyma there in 9th. We've got Kellen in 10th. Astro 11th. Tintin 12th. Auto in 13th. And Alessandro in 14th. To the 2 BMW guys. What happened to them? Oh no. That's heartbreak for the BMW crew. I thought they were going to do quite well this evening. Well, they still got a feature, haven't they, to go, so they can still make up for lost time, but they're going to lose out on some decent points here in the sprint. I think the guys ahead from 7th back to 9th have just kept their noses clean, just kept out of trouble and managed to get a few positions for free. Iggy is starting to gain on Yannick ever so slightly. Is he going to be able to set up a move? Anonyma as well. Anonyma looking very feisty in the background there. Anonyma really closing up now. Oh, Viking! Viking gets the pass done on BX. Oh, we're missing it all here. So how close is that gap? So Viking has managed to finally get past BX Royal. Was BX Royal got an answer? It is looking very tight for P1 indeed. Zico hot on the heels of BX, so that is the title fight at the moment in round 4. But Viking Dog not far behind at all. So I think we may see a battle from these two guys up until the final curtain. Viking currently 6th place. Oh, and Ahmed says, is that same order of last time we raced at Baaaathhurst? Yeah, some people just gel with the track, some people don't really get on with it too well. I've always been a big fan. You have got to watch out for the kangaroos though, they can be definitely be a hazard. What, he missed the first... Was it the first round? Let me check. I'll check for you, audio. Whoa. Right, so... Looking at... I have, yeah. Yeah, I have seen the UFO. That's right, yeah, so Viking did start the season in reserve. He missed the first round, obviously took the win in the sprint in round 2. And then he finished 6th in the feature. And then he was 5th in week 3 in the sprint. And he finished 2nd in the feature. So yeah, he's actually only 25 points off of the lead. It is very, very, very close indeed throughout the standings at the moment. In fact, it's pretty insane this season how close it is. So BX is still unable to find his way past Viking Dog. I think he's going to maybe bide his time. Perhaps wait until the penultimate or until the final lap even. Just keep putting the pressure on at the moment. So Capel, the closest person, but he's actually 3 seconds ahead. Oh, well, 3 seconds behind BX Royal at the moment. But he's managed to get ahead of Zico. Zico has dropped to 4th place. I think Zico's struggling with the tyre wear. We're only on lap 5. He must have had a moment somewhere. Because Capel was close, but he wasn't that close. And yeah, 4 seconds off of the lead now, so yeah, there's definitely something's happened somewhere. I think Zico may be having a moment. Let's have a look around through here, because Skyline can sometimes catch you out. And this tricky windy S section here on the approach to Forest Elbow. And maybe it was on the exit of Forest Elbow. He looks a little bit twitchy, doesn't he? So maybe that was it. That may be where he lost that time. Racing Green still in 5th place, but 2 seconds. In fact, only 2 seconds off the back of Zico. He was fighting with about 5 seconds before, wasn't he? 5.9 seconds off the lead. CMP still comfortably in 6th place, but Iggy has... In fact, though, Iggy was close before, wasn't he? So Iggy's still unable to get a move done. Still stands 7th. Yannick is in 8th. So actually, has Iggy got the move done on Yannick? I think Yannick was ahead, wasn't he? And then we have Anonyma. So I think Iggy has actually got the move done on Yannick in the Porsche. And then we have Anonyma, only 7 tenths off the back. Kellen, 4.4 seconds off the back of Anonyma. Astro for company there in 11th place. Then we have Tintin 12, Auto 3.6 seconds off the back of him in 13th. And Alessandro 3.8 seconds off his teammate in 14th. BX Royals managed to take the lead again. He's taken the fastest lap on lap 4 and he's managed to take the lead on lap 6. I think it must have been on turn 1. We've only just come back on board and it looked like he'd not managed to stretch his legs too much. So Viking Dog down into 2nd place. Only 5 tenths in it still. Is Viking Dog possibly suffering? The tyre wear looks fairly equal between the 2 cars. So I'm not sure what's happened there. Maybe Viking Dog just had a little lapse in concentration somewhere. Which just allowed BX to get the move done. And he started to try and create a bit of a gap now. It's up to 7 tenths the gap. 2.2 seconds ahead of 3rd place Capel. Oh no, and Zico! No! Zico with a 2.5 seconds penalty. That's just gonna ruin his race. He's gonna drop behind Racing Green for sure. He may even drop behind CMP. Here comes Racing Green, so Racing Green gets past. Is CMP going to come through as well? Zico back up to speed. Is he going to be able to defend? I think Iggy's got through as well. He has, up to 6th place for Iggy. Zico! Our reigning Tier 1 champion now down into 7th place, and he looks like he's going to start being challenged by Yannick behind in 8th. Meanwhile, Iggy and CMP up a place each. That's worked out well for them. So Viking Dog still putting the pressure onto BX Royal up ahead in 1st place. We're on lap 7 of 8 now. I told you guys, didn't I? I told you it was going to be a spicy one. I think the feature could also be a fairly decent one as well. So that gap's starting to open back up again. So Capel in a bit of no man's land. He's got 3.2 seconds up ahead to the leaders. But a nice buffer over Racing Green, who's now in 4th place. Oh, and Zico down to 7th, isn't it? So Racing Green up into 4th after Zico served that penalty. CMP there in 5th place. Being challenged by Iggy now, though. Iggy really started to put the pressure on in 6th place. What can Iggy do in a Mitsubishi Evo? Is he going to be able to get that position done? Coming through the windy S sector now. And then the approach to Forest Elbow. It's going to be the next hard braking zone. Then we've got the long straight of Conrad. Maybe that's going to be where he can get it done under the slipstream. But he looked about this close before. I think he needs to be closer. I think he needs to be about 3 tenths coming out the exit of that last turn to be able to have the momentum to get the move done along the straight here. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the best exit there from CMP. He is still ahead, however. Has Iggy got the oomph in that Mitsubishi to be able to get past, though? I think, if memory serves, it was one of the most underwhelming cars for me to drive. It just didn't really have a lot about it at all. It's got looks. It looks good. Oh, and this might be it here. This might be where CMP's in trouble. I think Iggy may be able to get the move done. We're going to have to check on board with the leaders in just a second as well. I think it's very close at the front once again. But Iggy now looks for a move up the inside. He's going to be alongside. Oh, not quite that time round. Still putting the thumb screws onto CMP up ahead in 5th place. We'll have a quick rundown through the orders before we check in. Oh, Zico's closed back up once again as well. Yannick 9 tenths off the back of Zico and Onima there in 9th. Kellen 10th. Astro 11th. Tintin in 12th. Alessandro has managed to get past his teammate. He's up to 13th now. Auto Rotation down in 14th. BX Royal is still ahead of Viking Dog as we speak. Viking Dog only 5 tenths off the rear of his bumper though. Is he got enough in that Mazda? Has he got enough in that Mazda to be able to get past BX Royal once again? At the moment though, it looks like in this first round BX Royal may be able to topple Zico in the standings and pick that first place in this round. So Zico is definitely going to have a fight on his hands for the rest of the season. And Viking Dog is going to take top points here tonight as well. Even if he doesn't manage to retake that first place, there's still going to be some decent points on the board. It just looks like he hasn't quite got enough left in the tank. And it is, in fact, going to be BX Royal to take the checkered flag and the fastest lap in this first race of the evening, the sprint race. Viking Dog takes 2nd place. Capel on the podium, he'll take 3rd. Racing Green 4th place. Iggy takes 5th in the end. Zico in 6th. CMP in 7th. Yannick in 8th. Anonyma in 9th. Kellen will take 10th place. Astro 11th. Tintin in 12th. And then Alessandro is going to bring home 13th, hoping for a better feature, and Auto will take 14th place. That's unlucky there for the BMW boys. We didn't see what happened, but yeah, what a shame. Well, there you have it, guys. That was the first race of the evening, over and done with, and what a race that was indeed. We'll have the results once again. So BX Royal managed to sew up the win there, and fastest lap for 2:02.520, which isn't too shabby for race pace, I've got to say. Viking Dog took 2nd place. Capel took the 3rd slot on the podium. GG Capel. Racing Green in 4th place there. Iggy in 5th. Zico was 6th. CMP 7th. Yannick in 8th. Anonyma 9th. Kellen in 10th place. Astro 11th. Tintin in 12th. Alessandro 13th. And Auto finished in 14th place. So your reverse top 10 grid will put Kellen on pole. Anonyma will start in 2nd. We're going to have Yannick in 3rd place, CMP starting in 4th, Zico in 5th, Iggy in 6th, Racing 7th, Capel in 8th, Viking Dog 9th, and BX Royal will start in 10th place. And then we will have Astra in 11th, Tintin in 12th, Alessandro 13th, and Auto in 14th. So the BMW boys are going to have their work out for them in this feature race, but maybe with strategy they could still bring home some very good points and make up for some lost points in that sprint race. Anybody going out for a few practice laps before the feature gets underway? It looks like we've got a mixture of strategies on display again once again this evening. So we got BX looking like he might go for the medium, Zico looking like he might try the hards, Viking Dog soft, Racing Green hards, Alessandro hards, Racing Green medium, sorry, Yannick medium. Yeah, mixture of tyres on the cars, which is what we like to see. We definitely like to see different strategies. So Zico looks like he might be favouring the hards in his first stint. Yannick is out on a set of mediums. Astro also on mediums. BX on mediums. Viking Dog softs. In fact, Viking Dog changing for hards. So Viking Dog coming out to try out the hards. So Iggy fancies a bit of the same. So BX, Kellen and Racing Green all on mediums. Alessandro and CMP on hards. Tintin on mediums. Capel on softs. Auto and Anonyma on hards. So obviously we'll have a little intermission before the feature starts. So if you want to go and get a refreshment or have a quick toilet break, I think I'll join you. I'll be back in a second myself. And we're back. Zico looking a little bit slidey on the hards. What does Yannick look like on the mediums? Pretty planted through turn 2. Definitely an interesting one. So what's everybody's predictions for the feature race? Obviously Kellen starting in a really good position there. He's going to start on pole. CMP only back in 4th place again, and he did quite well last week. Brought him some good points. And BX Royal and Viking Dog. Zico, Zico actually not starting. He's starting in 6th or something, isn't he? I think so. Yeah, not a bad position for Zico to be starting in. But BX Royal and Viking Dog are going to have to fight their way through the pack, as is Capel. .2077 for Zico on the hards. 204s for the first of the mediums. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. An interesting race for sure. We got anyone on the hards? Yeah, so let's stay on board Iggy through this next sector, see what the hards are like on that Mitsubishi. Looking like they're actually not too bad on the Mitsubishi. I think some, a little bit of a slide there though. So yeah, maybe they're going to be a little bit sketchy for some of the drivers. Alessandro getting a bit of a twitchy rear end there as he got on the power. Oh, Tintin. Tintin going for a bit of a drift session. I'm sure one day he's going to tell me what is there. Is it actually Tinin Stelion? I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a mouthful. I think we're going to stick with Tintin. Racing Green, so I will spectate you, Racing Green. What's going on, buddy? You look like you were having some braking issues maybe earlier. Is what I was picking up from. You're not having connection issues, if that's what it is. I can't see your car glitching about or anything, but it did look like it was getting very squirrely under braking, so yeah, you definitely look fine, buddy. There's no lag that we can see. Oh, Auto gets it a little bit wrong there on the exit of Forest Elbow. I think that might become a feature in this feature. Yannick getting a little bit drifty on the exit of turn 1. So we've got the message there from BX. We're going to be starting soon. Obviously, reverse top 10 grids and a rolling start as always. So did anyone come through with any predictions, or did they miss it when I went to the toilet, to the restroom? So here we go. Kellen lines up on pole. I think that's the second time so far this season, if memory serves me correctly.
Wrong.
Shut up, Trump. So here we go. Round 4 feature race. Baaaathhurst. So it looks like everybody filtering into turn 1 fairly nicely this time round. Not too many shenanigans going on. It looks like Yannick may be able to get the move done on Anonyma. Anonyma looking to try and have a sniff at Kellen, but Yannick now on his inside. And we've got Zico in the background there as well. Zico also on the inside. Yannick's not going to get the move done. Is Zico? Zico gets the move done. CMP down to 5th place. Zico is on the hard compounded tyre, as is CMP. Oh, and actually, Anonyma and Yannick still going side by side. Anonyma keeps 2nd place for the meantime. Yannick was trying to go around this outside. And still, a bit of contact there between the two guys. Anonyma almost losing the rear of that Jaguar. Keeps 2nd place for the minute. Bit of a train starts to form behind as Iggy starts to try and have a look on CMP as well. So yeah, this is a big gaggle of cars here. We've got 8th all the way up to 2nd in a train at the moment. Bit of a DRS train. Oh, Zico looked like he got a bit wrong in the background there. That compromised CMP a tiny bit. Iggy all over his back now. We have Racing Green as well, all over the bumper of Iggy. Oh, CMP, massive twitch there. Has he saved it? I think that's compromised him a little bit. He did get a very bad exit there. Iggy is going to come along his outside. Racing Green is going to go for the bump draft. That has edged him back ahead of Iggy. Racing Green is going to take the slipstream and try and get past Iggy as well. I think Iggy may be dropping down into 7th place now. And it looks like he does. Racing Green up the inside of CMP. Zico onto the grass. Zico looking like he might lose that position. That's Racing Green onto the grass as well. No, Racing Green comes back on. It's all got a little bit congested up here. Yannick and Anonymous still having a battle at the front there. We got Zico in third place. Oh, CMP gets pushed wide. That's unlucky there. As Yannick has a look once again at Anonyma still holds that second place. Yannick trying to get it done on the exit now. Still unable to find that position. Still unable to find that window to climb through. Very, very heated battle at the moment. As Kellen is starting to run away with it. He's on the medium compound tyre. He's got a 3.2 second buffer now over Anonyma. Anonyma having to go defensive into turn 2. Yannick's going to have a look around the outside, maybe trying to go for the switchback, but he's not going to get it done this time round. Looking for the inside now. Absolutely cracking racing from these two. As Yannick does get it moved on, Anonyma just goes a little bit deep there under braking, down into third place now. Now he's got Zico. Zico starting to hunt him down behind in fourth place. Only 7 tenths off the back. Tintin now in fifth place. We've got Iggy there in 6th. We have Racing Green 7th. Astro is in 8th. Alessandro is in 9th. Viking Dog is in 10th. Where's BX Royal? CMP in 11th. We have Auto Ration in 12th. BX Royal now in 13th. Capel down in 14th. Did we have a... Oh, we had a coming together somewhere. I think Capel getting caught up in the shenanigans. BX Royal 4 seconds off the back of Auto Ration. And it looks like, for the minute anyway, the battles have started to calm down. Lap 2 of 20. So Yannick with a 3.5 second gap up ahead to the leader, which is still Kellen in the McLaren. So Yannick there in second place in the Porsche. Anonyma holding on to third at the moment in the Jaguar. He's only lost 1 position, starting in second place, but wants to try and keep ahead of a charging Zico. Zico, I think he's made up 2 places, up to 4th. Tintin there in 5th. Actually not far off the back of Zico now. Looks like he started to pull him in ever so slightly. Shaving temps out of that gap. He's actually pulled a few temps over Iggy. Iggy now not picking up the slipstream. Having to go defensive against Racing Green. He's having to cover off the inside. Racing Green looking like he might be able to get it done around the outside. Not quite that time round. Oh, as Iggy clips the barrier, that has allowed Racing Green through up into 6th place now. Iggy looking like he's just not feeling the Mitsubishi on them hards. Astro not far behind him now in 8th place. Astro only 5 tenths off the back of the Mitsubishi. As everybody's going to have to watch their braking zones coming into Skyline. Racing Green getting so close to the back of his teammate there. Both of them very close to Zico indeed though. Looking like they may both be able to challenge for that 4th place. You can just about see 3rd place Anonyma, and I think that was Yannick in 2nd place, just cresting the hill. And Iggy is now looking for the move on his teammate. Racing Green, sorry. Looking for the move on Tintin, and he gets it done. Tintin looked like he just allowed him through. Fighting back now though, it seems. As Iggy does go around the outside there of Tintin. Still in 7th place though, so they're still side by side at the moment. Tintin's going to have the inside for turn 1. Astro waiting in the wings there as well. Side by side through turn 1. You've got to give it to them guys. There wasn't too much door rub in there. Just enough space given. I think Tintin is going to manage to keep that position though, unless Iggy's very, very good on the brakes. And yeah, no, he does. So Tintin keeps that 6th place. Iggy now having to go defensive against Astro and Viking Dog in the background there. Viking Dog managing to get past Astro up into 8th place. Astro is down to 9th. Viking Dog well and truly onto the back of Iggy now, but Astro's come back into play as well. Don't write Astro off just yet. In that Porsche, still definitely got pace out there. But Viking Dog trying to carve his way through the field. It looks like he's got them hard into the perfect temperature window now. Normally takes a couple of laps. So Astro there in 9th place. Alessandro now in 10th. We have CMP in 11th. BX has made it up to 12th, so one position made up for BX there. Auto Ration down to 13th. Capel now 11.2 seconds off the field in 14th. Kellen still with a 2.9 second lead over Yannick. Capel currently with the fastest lap at 2:04.2, which is only 7 tenths faster at the moment than Kellen's fastest lap. Kellen's fastest lap at the moment at 2:04.9, so that's still very good race pace from the McLaren driver, and a 2:04.7 there. It says on the timer there at the side 2:03.5. So yeah, definitely glitches back in the custom lobbies, which is never good to see. Obviously we saw it at the start, didn't we, with BX and Viking Dog. Obviously Viking Dog was on pole, wasn't he, and BX in second, but it said it was the other way round. You'd think Polyphony would have got their shit together by now and have the game fully ironed out, as we are 3.5, nearly 4 years into the life cycle, I believe. Zico now 8 tenths off of Anonyma in 3rd place. I think maybe one of the closest gaps at the moment, but Racing Green has started to close as well there in 5th. And Racing Green 2 tenths purple through that sector. Can he take the fastest lap? And look at how much he's closed up onto the back of Zico now. He's really well and truly tucked into that slipstream. He's going to be looking to try and maximise along this straight into the next hard braking zone. I don't think he's going to be close enough on this occasion to look for a move. But he will close up onto the back of Zico once again. Zico is going to have to look for a way past Anonyma up ahead. Otherwise he's going to become a bit of a sitting duck. Oh, it's Anonyma. Anonyma has a moment on the exit of the final turn there. That's allowed Zico to come along his outside. Anonyma will have the inside though for turn 1. There was plenty of space given there though. But he is going to lose that position to Zico, and looking like he's going to lose the position to Racing Green as well. Racing Green manages to use the slipstream advantage there and the bump draft to be able to get past Anonyma, and looking for a move around the outside there of Zico into turn 2. I don't think it was ever really on, but he went for it anyway. Fair play to him. I was just tiny bit of door up in there. Racing Green ever so slightly into the barrier. Again, not a very easy corner to try and get a move done. Both cars sort of come a bit unsettled, didn't they, and slide to the outside of the track, so... But he is well and truly on the back of Zico, really piling the pressure on. I think he's going to have to back out though coming into Skyline. Not really, again, a place where you want to be trying to go for a move. You want to just try and stay as close as you can until the exit of Forest Elbow, and then maximise along the Conrod straight, get the move done into the final, well, until the hard braking zone at the end of the Conrod. Zico trying to hold the inside of the track, trying to hold the middle of the track. As Racing Green does look for the move up the inside. Not quite able to get it done on that occasion. Oh no, Zico's on deep. He went deep into the final turn. That's allowed Racing Green along his inside now. I think he's going to get the move done. And he does. He moves up into third place. Zico is now down to fourth. What has Zico got? Has Zico got an answer for that move there from Racing Green? And that's what can happen sometimes if you're just patient, if you just show enough patience. Somebody, you know, the person you're chasing may just make an ever so slight error, which gives you that opportunity to be able to get the move done. I think Zico's going to be hoping to do the same now, maybe try and force Racing Green into a slight error so we can retake that third place. But second place, Yannick now 9.2 seconds up the road from third place. So these guys having a pretty decent run at the moment. Kellen managing to keep that gap fairly consistent back to Yannick as well. Still 2.6 seconds. Racing Green is trying to stretch his legs and try and create some distance to Zico in fourth. Zico keeps that gap consistent to 6 tenths at the moment. No, it's dropped. He is dropping a couple of tenths now with Zico. Zico crucially in this feature still ahead of Capel and still ahead of BX Royal. Oh, as we see a move there from BX Royal. I think it's BX Royal getting the move done on Tintin. So Tintin down to 8th now. Viking Dog. So Zico has found his way past Anonyma. Will Viking Dog be able to do the same? Anonyma in a Mazda sandwich at the moment. And BX Royal not far behind. BX Royal has made up. Well, he started at 14th, didn't he? So yeah, making up a decent amount of positions now. Seven. Been a long day. So BX Royal putting in purple sectors now, fairly consistent on the timing board there and on the right hand side. Pretty much every lap of 204 as Viking Dog looks for the move on Anonyma. He was trying to go around his outside but unable to get it done. Still trying to put the pressure on Anonyma. Hugs the apex there. And Viking Dog pushing him up through the uphill. These 4 cars are very close indeed, and the Porsche of Astro catching steadily as well. And then Iggy not far behind. Wait, Iggy. Kellen somehow has found another couple of seconds. Yannick must have had a moment somewhere. Kellen is now 4.2 seconds ahead, and yeah, he has. So Yannick has had a moment somewhere. It's cost him a couple of seconds. Still in second place, but looking a little bit squirrely on them medium tyres now. I think this might be the crossover point. This may be where we start to see some of the guys think about a pit stop. The medium tyres are going to start to become a little bit second hand. The hards are going to come into their own though. But actually, I say that, and some of the guys on the hards have gone into the pits. Racing Green stays out on the medium tyres. The medium compound still 7.2 seconds up ahead to Yannick. And then we have a train from 4th back to 8th. Anonymous, BX Royal, Tintin, Astro, Iggy, all very close indeed, as BX Royal does go for the move up the inside into turn 2. And Anonymous just lets it happen. But he is, obviously, the 2 Jaguars are teammates. But Anonymous showing the nose to BX there. Filling his wing mirrors with the team colours. Just wants to stick with BX now, try and keep the rest of the guys behind him, because he has got another 3 cars. Very, very close indeed. So Tintin only 4 tenths off the back of Anonymous still. He's only just ahead of Astro though. There's only 2 tenths in it. And Iggy waiting in the wings there as well in the Mitsubishi Evo. Are we going to see an attempt on a move from Astro? We've also got Iggy very, very close indeed as well. There's only a tenth in it between both cars. Between all 3. Astro did think about it, but Tintin covered it off. Very close indeed between these 2 cars. Iggy decides to go into the pits. Astro still challenging Tintin for 6th place. And look like both cars went a tiny bit deep under braking. Astro doesn't think about a move on turn 1 that time. I think he's waiting, or I think he thought he'd wait until the front straight here on the approach to turn 2. Is he going to get the advantage of the slipstream, be able to pull out and go for a move up the inside? And he is, he's thinking about it. Is he later on the brakes? And he does, he gets the move done. So Tintin now down to 6th place. Astro is up to 5th. 2.5 seconds is the gap up ahead to BX Royal. Astro just glances off the barrier there. That's allowed Tintin right back up onto his gearbox once again. So the chasee becomes the chaser. Oh, was Astro into the barrier again twice. Tintin almost getting a move done there. Astro is really well and truly compromised there. I think he's definitely struggling on them tyres. I think we may see both guys enter the pits. They're both on the medium compound. So we've got Zico and Viking Dog, the 2 Mazda teammates, on a fresh set of tyres there. Fresh set of medium compound tyres for both Mazda. Is Viking Dog going to help his teammate out here? Is there going to be team orders, or is Viking Dog going to end up going for the move? And it looks like he is. So Viking Dog, he's got it done already. So Viking Dog up into 7th place there. It looked like Zico didn't even bother to defend. Interesting. So Kellen still out on the medium tyres. Oh, big slide there for Kellen. When is he going to go into the pits? We're on lap 11 of 20 now. Yannick still holds that 2nd place on them very heavily worn mediums also. Racing Green still in third. Not actually losing too much time to BX Royal, who is now in fourth. As I say that, he's definitely lost a couple of attempts through Skyline. Oh, BX Royal almost having a date with Barry there. Once again, just kissing the barrier. Astro also still yet to pit. He's actually got a nice bit of breathing space though over Tintin. Tintin 1.2 seconds behind now. And the gap back to Viking Dog, who has managed to get past his teammate and take the fastest lap. 203.745 there for Viking Dog on lap 10. Once the top 6 do pit, these will surely be first and second place. Zika actually looking very racy indeed on the medians. Viking unable to break away from him. CMP holding 9th place at the moment to Anonyma back in 10th and Iggy and Iggy in 11th. Gapel currently 12th. Looks like he's struggled to find his way through the pack at the moment. Auto Retion in 13th and Alessandro. So the two BMW guys really not having a very good outing here around Baaaathhurst this evening. So when will the top 6 pit? Kellen's front right hand tyre has almost left the chat. I think the rear is going to follow him as well. Absolutely cracking stuff so far from the McLaren driver. It'll be interesting to see if and how powerful the undercut is, because BX Royal on to the back of Racing Green now. There's only 5 attempts in it. I think we're going to see a move coming into turn 2 possibly. Is BX going to be close enough this time round? He is definitely closing, isn't he? Yeah, I don't think he is. Definitely not close enough there for a late lunge. So sits behind Racing Green for the meantime. But yeah, so the first 2 guys who are out on a fresh set of rubber who have pit, currently 34.4 seconds behind the leader. Does that mean that Kellen's going to get a free pit stop? I can't quite remember how long the pit is around Mount Panorama, but I don't think it's 34 seconds. I think it's closer to 28. Oh yeah, for sure, Ahmed. Yeah, I think Kellen's definitely got a free pit stop there, hasn't he? As long as he pits in the next lap or 2, he will come in and go in and come out in first place, I'm sure. So yeah, looking at the top 6, it looks like they are all on low fuel now. So is this going to be it? Is this where we're going to see Kellen now come into the pits, put on a fresh set of rubbers, and where is he going to come out? We're going to have to watch that gap back to Viking Dog, because Viking Dog will There we go, there we go. So that's what I thought, Ahmed. I thought at the most it was 28. So Kellen into the pits now. He'll take on a fresh set of... Actually, what compound would he go for? Would he go for the softs? Can he get the softs to the end now? Racing Green also in. BX is in. Astro will follow suit as well. So we've got on board with Viking Dogs. We want to see where and if Viking Dog and Zeke are going to manage to get past these guys. Because I'm not convinced that it's a 34-second pit. It's probably about 33 and a half, wasn't it? So yeah, Viking Dog coming across the line now. Kellen has stopped refueling. Is he going to come out in first place? And he does. He gets the free pit stop. He's on the fresh set of soft compound. Could this be a first tier 1? I think it's a first tier 1 win, wouldn't it be? It'd be his maiden win in tier 1 for Kellen if he manages to bring this home. Yannick 4.2 seconds behind him. Viking Dog now challenging for that second place. And he gets it done around the outside there for Viking Dog. What a move. Yannick still coming back though, still coming back there. No, he's had to slot back in behind. Yannick finds himself in a Mazda sandwich now. Zico not too far behind as well. Zico, can he come here and back up his teammate there? Viking Dog, who has taken that second place, now free to try and chip away at that gap up ahead to Kellen. Kellen's got 6 laps. 6 laps to try and hold on to that first place. Can he do it? A Viking Dog on quite a few lap olds mediums now. Yannick on the racing soft, so he's on the faster compound. Maybe not quite up to temperature yet. Zico looked like he's struggling for grip ever so slightly on that medium compound as well. Obviously a few laps older. Racing Green also opting for the soft compound. In the final stages of this race, CMP there in 6th place at the moment. Iggy behind in 7th. BX Royal now in 8th. Anonyma there in 9th. We're going to see a few moves come from BX. He's not quite close enough on this occasion, I don't think, but I think in the next lap or two. He has been very good on the brakes though, hasn't he, in that Jaguar. Iggy covers off the ins. Oh no, Iggy. Wait, what? Iggy with a late pit stop. So Iggy looking like he's on a 2-stop. Yannick trying to re-challenge Viking Dog for that second place. They've managed to pull a second, 1.2 seconds, nearly a second and a half over Zico. And Viking Dog covers that inside line off. Yannick's going to keep trying to have a look up the inside, but he can't do it, so he's going to have a look around the outside. That did compromise him ever so slightly. Maybe he's lost a 10th. I think Viking Dog can maybe play the clever game here and try and back Yannick up into his teammate. That takes a bit of the pressure off him. Kellen with a 5.2 second lead at the moment. We're not going to stay on board with Kellen for too long, just in case. We don't want to jinx him. Having a crack and drive at him. Oh, it's Viking Dog. Viking Dog has to take the runaway. Yannick back up into second place. Viking Dog with damage. Viking Dog with a 2-second penalty. Viking Dog. What are you doing, mate? Viking Dog obviously misjudging it somewhere. He's going to lose that position now to his teammate. That is going to pull Racing Green onto the back of him as well. Is Racing Green going to get their move done? Racing Green comes through as well. Viking Dog still not quite back up to speed. And then we've got BX Royal and CMP in the background there. BX Royal gets the move done on CMP around the outside there before the braking zone for this next left-hander. The Center S. BX Royal into the slipstream now of Viking Dog. BX Royal on a charge on that soft compound. So yeah, the front has spaced out now. We've got Kellen still in first place, 5.4 seconds over Yannick there in second, who is 2.2 seconds now ahead of Zico, who's in third. Racing Green now in fourth, chipping away at that gap though, up ahead to Zico on them fading medium compound tyre. I think maybe come the end of this lap, Racing Green might be close enough to have a look at a move, as BX has closed right up onto the back of Viking Dog now. Viking Dog on them very heavily worn medium compound tyre. Is he going to lose that position to BX? I think he is. BX is just on the superior tyre at the moment, putting in the purple sectors there as well. Racing Green has currently got the fastest lap with a 2:03.076. On lap 16 now of 20. Yeah, I think BX Royal is going to get the move done now. I think the Mazda maybe a little bit of a sitting duck down the conrod. And yeah, try as he might, Viking just couldn't defend there. BX Royal does get that move sewn up into fifth place now. I think Viking just struggling for grip at the moment on that heavily worn medium. Racing Green has now closed up onto the back of Zico, only 7 tenths in it between the Peugeot and the Mazda. And look at the difference in the compound tyre. So Racing Green just closing right up through the braking zone. I think it's only going to be a matter of time. Zico is going to have to defend ferociously if he wants to keep that last podium slot. He's got 1 foot on it at the moment, but he hasn't got a lot of time to be able to keep this defence up. Racing Green is looking hungry at the moment. Oh, big twitch there from Racing Green. Somehow holds on to the car. So here it is. This is where we see the move come, but Zico's going to have the inside for the next turn. But Racing Green does manage to get ahead and take the position up into third. It looked like somebody just obliterated one of the brake markers there. They do explode into a cloud of polystyrene. It looks like Zico may be close enough to go for a return move into turn 2. Racing Green, is he going to cover it off? Actually, I think you knew that Zico weren't quite close enough on that occasion. Zico on very heavily worn mediums as well now. Racing Green just had the better momentum through the turn. And just look, he's just got a better exit speed, hasn't he? But we may be able to still see a move come from Zico, but it looks like he's in trouble now. He's under the attention of BX Royal. BX Royal currently in 5th place. looking to try and get the move done. Obviously these two are in a championship battle at the moment. Oh, Zico gets it a little bit wrong there. Nowhere for BX to go, he just runs into the back of him. Had to slam the anchors on. Very, very close battle indeed between these two. Side by side along the Conrod. I think BX is just going to edge ahead though as they approach the braking zone for this left-hander into the Senna S for the 18th time this evening in this race. But it looks like BX Royal may keep that position, so we'll have a check-in with everybody else. So Kellen's still holding, or still in the lead of the race at the moment with a 4.1 second lead over Yannick there in second place. We've got Racing Green 4.3 seconds behind Yannick in third currently. BX Royal now 1.8 seconds off the back of Racing Green, but he's got past Zico. Zico down to fifth place. 3/10 off the back of BX Royal. Then we have Viking Dog 1.1 second off the back of Zico there. And then we've got Gagler cars here, CMP in 7th, and then we've got Astro in 8th, Anonyma in 9th. I think Astro just getting the move done on Anonyma. Capel waiting in the wings there as well. Capel wanted to try and make up a position or two. But at the moment it's looking like CMP under pressure now from Astro in the Porsche. What's the difference in tyres? So yeah, CMP on the medium compound, Astro on the softs. Astro really putting the pressure onto CMP up ahead now. Will he get a move done on the exit here as they come on to the Conrod? Not actually as close as I thought he was, or not as close as I thought he would be on the exit there, but still maybe close enough. So look for a move here into the Senna S. And there was a move, but it was a very robust one. And he did let CMP retake the position. Now in trouble because he's going to lose that position to Anonyma, is he? Anonyma tries to have a look around the outside, unable to do so, so Astro free to have another try to take that 7th place away from CMP up ahead as we're into the final lap now. And yeah, no, he's actually lost the position now to Anonyma. Looks like Capel may be able to get the position, get the move done as well. Astro's going to have to hold that inside line now. He's going to have to go defensive. Capel may be able to get the move done around the outside though with the advantage of that slipstream from Anonyma. And he does. Capel up into 9th. Oh, moment there on the exit though. Exit of turn 2. I think Astro has been allowed to come back around the outside, and he does. Retakes the position momentarily, but grazes the barrier there. That's allowed Capel back through. Astro still trying to get his nose in, but he's going to have to slot back in behind. Not anywhere really to overtake on the ascension into the mountain. Auto-Ration there in 11th, Tintin in 12th, Alessandro 13th, Iggy. I'm not sure what happened to Iggy. He's taken the fastest lap, but all the way down in 14th. And we'll come back to Kellen because he is going to come into the final sector very shortly. Just want to see if there's any more battles going on. I think this was the closest battle here, wasn't it, between 8th and 10th. It looks like it's settled down somewhat. But this guy here, looking like he's done just enough in round 4 to take his maiden win in Tier 1. GG Kellen, he's going to take the checkered flag. That was a cracking drive, mate. Yannick will take 2nd place. GG Yannick. Racing Green will finish in 3rd. GG Racing Green. BX Royal comes all the way from the back to finish in 4th place. GG BX. Zico will take 5th. Viking Dog in 6th. CMP in 7th. Anonymous takes 8th. Once they cross the line. Capel will take 9th. Astro will take 10th. Autorotation in 11th. Tintin in 12th. Iggy getting past Alessandro at the end there. Look like both Iggy and Alessandro having a bit of a nightmare this evening. But Iggy takes the fastest lap at the end there. He's going to take 13th. And Alessandro, last but not least, GG Alessandro, takes 14th place. Well, that was it, guys. And what a race from this guy here, Kellen. GG's, mate. Well-deserved win. Yeah, he did just enough, didn't he? At the start, managed to push and get away from the rest of the pack. Created that free pit stop window, which is what you always want to try and do if you can. Not always very good, not always very easy, should I say, to do that though. So yeah, Kellen doing really well there. The results once again: Kellen finished in 1st place with Yannick in 2nd. Racing Green was 3rd. We had BX in 4th. Zico in 5th. Viking Dog 6th. CMP 7th. Anonymous 8th. Capel was 9th, Astro was 10th, Autorotation in 11th, Tintin was 12th, Iggy in 13th, and Alessandro finished in 14th place. Well, I can tell you now that there's definitely going to be movement at the top of the standings, so you're going to have to keep your eyes out for the standings. Obviously, we'll get the rundown once again next week at the start of the evening's races. So yeah, I've been your boy Vex. This has been the Tier 1 drivers from the Aero League Racing's GT7 Championship. We'll be back here the same time, same place next week. So I will see you then. Good night.